that my teammates and I are going to go and take advantage of. So excited for it though.
You know about obviously the history of the Buckeyes, how good they are. As a competitor, how big of a challenge is this for you guys when you get out there?
Yeah, it's a challenge. They're a top-ranked team. They're going to be really good. So we're going to have to be ready and fully prepared to go out there and play our best football. On Saturday, they're going to be in the stands watching. I have a lot of people there. I've been requesting a lot of tickets, and my mom will still have to purchase some through Iowa, and so it'll be cool. I know there'll be a lot of people there supporting me, and it'll be special. So I'm just looking forward to taking advantage of it.
How many people? How many tickets?
I've gotten I don't know, probably like 15 tickets from teammates, and then I think they'll buy a lot, and then just a lot of people from my community will be there too. So it'll be great.
Who's your biggest fan?
My biggest fan? Yeah. Oh, that's tough. I'd say all of them. My sister Paige we call her an Iowa freak. She loves Iowa. She comes here whenever we see any of those Herkies that are standing around. She'll take a picture with it. And she's 32. I will say that now. But she's a huge fan. She loves Caitlin Clark, and I'd just say she's probably the biggest Iowa fan. She's my oldest sister, so I think the dynamic there from oldest to youngest sibling is definitely there. So.
What are conversations like with your dad this week?
We talked a little bit. Just catching up. We talk a little bit about Ohio State and how things are going here. I think really the conversation about how things will go on Saturday will really come later in the week. As it gets closer, but we're both excited for it. He's got a job to do, and I know he'll do great, and I'm sure he's excited to be able to watch me play.
Not your first time coming to Columbus. Anything that feels different about this trip versus 2 years ago?
Yeah, I'd say a lot feels different. Last time I was really stressed. I felt a lot of pressure in that, and now I have the experience. I feel great going into it, and I'm just super excited for it, for the opportunity to do it again, because I think that last year was the only time we were really scheduled for them, and they came with the new schedule, and they were on the schedule, so it was cool. I'm excited for it.
Most would probably say you guys are a kind of a heavy underdog in this game, just because of the rankings and stuff. Are you the type of player that kind of relishes that, going into an environment where you are considered to be maybe a heavy underdog?
Yeah, absolutely. We got to embrace it. I think that's an attitude that we got to have going in there, and having that underdog mentality. So we're going to go in there and just play our best football and have fun with it.
Offensively, what do you guys need to do to challenge this Buckeye defense that is one of the best in the country?
Yeah, I think we just got to run the ball, be good there. It starts there, and hit them and stuff like that, and then we got to take care of the ball as well. Watching Michigan State's film, they're a good football team, but they turned the ball over. I felt like a lot, and gave Ohio State's offense a lot of opportunities, and they're so explosive. And when they get the ball like that, they can just easily score. So we got to do a good job of taking care of the ball.
You mentioned running. How important is it to establish Caleb in those backs?
Yeah, we got to establish a run game. They've been doing a great job for us. So just creating holes for them and making lanes is what we need to do for them.
Obviously, a really talented defense you're going up against. What kind of stands out to you the most about them?
Yeah, I say their D-line. They've got a great experience of the D-line, and everywhere they've got a great safeties, and they're just going to be good. And it's Ohio State. They have a lot of great players at every spot, so we just got to be ready to bring our A game.
Luke, you mentioned, avoiding the turnovers and stuff like that, and, facing the explosive offense. I guess is possession time kind of an emphasis for you guys this week, holding on to the ball and churning out a long drive?
Absolutely. I feel like that's an emphasis almost every week. You want to retain the ball as much as you can and hold on to it. So, yeah, I'd say, just trying to run the ball and, keep the clock going, and just keeping in our possession is a big thing for us.
Well, growing up in Columbus, what are some of the memories of just going to Ohio State football games, watching Ohio State football? What are some of the memories that stick out to you?
Yeah, I'd just say, playing out outside of the stadium, throwing the football with, whether it's my uncles or their friends or my friends and stuff like that, and just tossing the ball around like that. And, obviously going to a lot of the games was a lot of fun, and, going to their practices growing up was cool too with my dad. So, obviously a lot of great memories, and some that I'll cherish forever.
Did you have
Is there a favorite
player?
Favorite player? I'll say Pat Elfline. You know, he was my favorite. He's my brother-in-law. So he played there 2013 or 2012. He got there to 2016 or so. Yeah, I'd say him. Yeah, he's my favorite player.
Is there a favorite Ohio State game that you've been to?
I went to in 2016. I went to Ohio State, Michigan, and it was a double overtime game where they scored. Curtis Samuel scored going up the left sideline, or kind of left middle, and Pat was actually right there to hug him up there. So my brother and I stormed the field after that. It was cool.
Did you think when you were storming the field that you'd be taking the field as a player one day?
Man, I don't know. I think I was a freshman in high school then, and I wasn't sure whether I loved football, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to play basketball or football, and so I just back then I guess I didn't know, but it's a cool feeling to be able to go out there in different colors and swarm out there with my brothers, and it'll be a lot of fun. We're excited for the opportunity.
I guess just knowing that you get to play in the shoe, this will be the last time. Do you anticipate a moment of just kind of soaking in, playing at the shoe, a place you grew up around?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be cool. I'll probably take a moment, look up at the press box where my dad's sitting, and everyone that he works with, and it'll be cool to see that, and just take it all in. It'll be fun. But at the end of the day, it's another game, and we just got to be ready to play.
What would it mean to do the coin toss out there? That's a little different than 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Ohio Stadium, 103,000. That's got to be something you've thought about.
Yeah, I have thought about it. I think it'll be really cool to go out there and be out there with Jay Quinn and Cade, and it'll be a lot of fun to be out there again, and just hand in hand, and I don't know, it'll just be cool.
So your brother James, I heard, has some Hawkeye overalls now. Have you heard this?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
he
wearing
worked.
them to the game.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I didn't really know that. We were playing video games last night together, and he said that you were talking to my parents, and he didn't tell me that part, but he and his friends wore it to the Troy game, so I did see him there, and they all got so burned. It was hilarious. Hopefully, I don't know. It's supposed to be like a high of 68 on Saturday in Columbus, so it might be a little chillier. So we'll see.
What seats did you have for that 2016 game?
Um,
Where were you at in the stadium?
I was on it's the west side of the stadium, where the press box is. I was probably 24 rows up or something like that. I don't know.
I'm looking at the Ohio.
How do you guys feel like you took advantage of it?
Yeah.
What kind of things you had to hold?
Yeah, we had 3 practices. We practiced Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday we had a lift, and Friday we practiced. And I thought we took advantage of it. We had a good week. It was good to get a lot of guys that were playing a lot of snaps, some rest, but still getting out there and moving around and stuff like that. And then Friday was a good thing, a good day for us to really come out there and take advantage of a little bit of extra time in the bye week, focusing on Ohio State. So it was good. We took advantage of it.
How close is this team to football, quarters, all that kind of stuff? It seems like
Yeah, I think we're close. We just got to go out there and execute at the end of the day. The coaches put us in the right position every time to go out there and do what we need to do, and it just comes down to us to go out there and execute what they're telling us to do.
When you see the numbers, or if you look at lines, all that stuff, obviously you guys are underdogs going into Saturday. Do you embrace that, or do you guys talk about that, or how's the mindset when it comes to having an opportunity like this?
Yeah, we definitely embrace the underdog mentality there. It'll be a great opportunity for us to go in there. Obviously, they're a great team, and we're just looking forward for the opportunity to be out there and play.
When you look at their defensive ends, 2 of the better ones in the country. Obviously, the defense is one of the best in the country. How does that impact you blocking wise? What do you see? How do you progress to make sure you're winning on as many plays as you can?
Yeah, the big thing that Coach Hodge has really been stressing is we gotta be thick on them and hit them. So at the end of the day, we just gotta make sure our eyes are in the right spot and stay in front of them and stuff like that. So yeah, we know they're 2 great ends, and I think we're really looking forward to the challenge.
You're going to be in the unique position of you're going to be going against a lot of NFL guys on Saturday, including Caleb Downs in the secondary, some of the linebackers. How much video have you watched of them? What is your kind of thoughts of all 3 levels?
Yeah, they're great all 3 levels. We watch a lot of video of them, and just continuing to figure out some tendencies and stuff like that is really big for us. So it's great, and they're gonna be good and come in. So we just gotta bring our best.
Luke, going back to that game 2 years ago, how difficult is it as an opponent to go play at the shoe?
Yeah, it's difficult. They got a great it's really loud in there in that stadium, and we just gotta be ready to go at the end of the day. It's obviously tough. We hurt ourselves a lot with turnovers a couple years ago, so we just gotta make sure we don't do that.
Looking at it last week, Ohio State was the number 5 team in passing yards allowed, but above them was Iowa State and Minnesota, 2 teams you guys have already faced. As you're looking into developing this passing game, Coach Lester called it a growing process. How big was the bye week, given how quality the passing defenses have been that you guys have faced this year?
Yeah, I'd say it was really big. We worked on a lot of our timing, with routes on air and everything like that, and it was good. I thought we were really productive, and I think that over time we'll continue to work on it and get better at it.
Coach Lester mentioned timing being big for a couple receivers, namely Caleb Brown. Did you feel like that kind of came along over the last week, where you've been able to do routes on air and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been great to, like I said, it was great to get that the routes on air, and just working that and the timing and all like that. So it's been good. I've seen improvement there.
Caleb Johnson's had a lot of success when defenders stack the box, but how much of this success is attributed to you guys just blocking better?
I feel like Caleb does a great job of making a small hole look like a big hole, and we're just trying to go out there and put our pads on them and move them around and give him as many opportunities as he can, and he does a great job with his breakaway speed. So a lot goes out to him as well, but I appreciate the shout outs from Caleb there, and I'm sure the O-line does well because they've been doing great.